I don't know why I do this to myself. Hello YouTube and welcome. My name is Casey Kelderman. Today I got a special, this isn't special at all. It's my review with minor spoilers of The Fifth Wave. Yeah, The Fifth Wave. A young adult book turned into a movie. I guess that's pretty popular in Hollywood right now. So this film is directed by Jay Blakeson. Never heard of this guy, and his first name is just the letter J. This film stars Chloe Grace Moretz. You might know her as Hit Girl from the Kick-Ass movies. Nick Robinson, he's this young guy, he's from Jurassic World that came out this summer. And we have Liev Schreiber, the guy that played Sabretooth in that shitty Wolverine movie. So that's our cast, that's our basic, simple cast. And guys, I'm here to let you know this. I know your hype meter was at its peak for this one, but it's not worth it. This movie's crap. So our basic plot is this. It's an alien invasion movie. We have these aliens from outer space. They come to Earth, and they come and they send different waves. Wave 1 is taking out our electricity and motors, so our engines, so we can't drive cars, airplanes, stuff like that. Second wave is sending tsunamis and hurricanes, so natural disasters to kill humans. Third wave is they send a bird flu. Okay, anyway, they send a bird flu to kill as many people as they can, apparently. I don't know, why didn't they just send Ebola? Fourth wave is these aliens, they take over human bodies and basically look like us. So wave 5, that's our final wave. I'm going to kind of leave that for later in my review because it is sort of a spoiler, so I'll leave that till later. So the story follows Chloe Grace Moretz and her character. She's basically been separated from her brother. She's going to try to find him and bring him back. That's the basic whole plot line of this entire movie. You know, other stuff happens, of course, there's subplots and stuff like that, but that's our basic story here. And wow, can I tell you, this is generic as generic can be. It's basically Twilight meets Maze Runner meets Hunger Games, so just any other young adult movie. It's got the same beats, same thing, and they all suck. One thing I do want to do in this review here is give some of the positives. There's not very many because this movie just wasn't very good, but there are a few. It's shot well, stuff like that. I'm sorry, that's about all I can think of. It was shot well. Everything else is pretty terrible. Acting, I like a lot of these actors too. Chloe Grace Moretz has a lot of talent, man. I don't know why she's in a film like this. I don't. The last few films she's picked, Carrie, the reboot of Carrie, yeah. Now this one, what are you doing? You were Hit Girl, you started off strong, and then now you're doing young adult movies like any other teenage actress. So hopefully you bounce back in Neighbors 2 and show us something new, because you were bland and boring in this movie. I don't want to see that from you. Anyway, we also got Liev Schreiber. He was fine. He was the best actor in this movie, and he was the only one that wasn't just a blank slate of wood. Nick Robinson, the kid from Jurassic World. Wow. I wish he wouldn't act. I'm sorry, that is very mean. I'm just kidding. He was actually okay in this film. Nothing too great. Just didn't find his character very interesting at all. And there's another guy who they just pulled out of a teenage magazine, and they're like, hey, this model, he hasn't been in a movie yet. We'll pull this guy out and we'll show his abs. The actor's name is Alex Rowe. He plays Evan Walker. He's basically, spoiler alert here, small spoiler, he's basically a half human, half alien. Whatever. I saw that coming a mile away once he showed up. He is the most bland and boring actor I think I've ever seen in my entire life. The aliens in this film have to be the dumbest species out there. The first wave is taking out all our electronics and motors and stuff like that, so that's fine, that makes sense. Okay, let's get rid of the basic things that humans use to survive. The second wave is basically starting natural disasters. Wow, what? So not only do these aliens have the power to take out our technology, they have the power to start natural disasters. Why do they need to do anything else? This should end in the second wave. If these aliens were smart, they just keep sending natural disasters based on certain places in the earth, you know. On the coast, send a tsunami. The Midwest, send tornadoes. It's basically like these aliens just wanted to set up a plot to a young adult movie. Why is this taking so long for these aliens to kill all these humans? I guess that does give you a reason to cheer on the humans, because you're like, wow, these aliens are stupid. I just want to get them out of Earth, okay? Just get out of here. Get out of here. You're stupid. Get out of here. You're dumber than us humans. Come on. So along the way, Chloe Grace Moretz meets up with wooden actor number 1, and basically they fall in love. Like that. Basically, he was a sleeper agent here on Earth. He was sent as one of the first ones here on Earth, and he was set to, watch over humans. And then all of a sudden, once the rest of the aliens came, he had a switch in his mind to go after all the humans, because he is part alien. So once he sees Chloe Grace Moretz, it switches back. And he says it was because he was in love with Chloe Grace Moretz. There are so many cringeworthy moments in this movie, especially with Mr. Wooden Actor here. I was literally in the theater like this. So about 3/4 of the way through the movie, I'm going to get into our big spoiler of this film here. And it's basically, it's super easy to pick out once you get into the movie. But it's basically that the whole time when they thought they were with the army, it was actually aliens. What? What? Aliens? They were the aliens this entire time? What? What? No. So basically the whole plot for these aliens was to brainwash these kids to fight their battles for them, even though they were doing perfectly fine without these kids. Why didn't they just kill the kids? Spoiler warning right here. There's a scene in the film where Chloe Grace Moretz gets separated from her little brother. This is where all the adults are sent to a single room. Liev Schreiber, he gives a speech about how these aliens can make themselves look like humans. So during that time, all of a sudden, some guy goes crazy. He goes nuts, and there's gunfire everywhere. Chloe Grace Moretz just starts running. All of a sudden, just the army guys come out of this room where all the parents and adults were. So that's our first warning flag right there, that these guys are aliens. And so, anyway, my point in this whole rambling about this scene is, if they could imitate these army men in the first place and kill all the adults, why didn't they just wipe out the kids while they were at it? That's enough rambling on about this movie. Of course it leaves off on a cliffhanger. Sequel, 6th wave. Yes, obviously, sequel is coming if this movie makes enough money. Hopefully it doesn't, because this movie was terrible. Overall, I would give this movie a 3 out of 10. I'll give it a 3 because, it was well shot. Though Liev Schreiber was fine. So that's about it. Overall, I would say it's just bland. Bland and boring. Didn't care about any character. Just didn't care. They were all so paper thin and wooden. It just didn't care. That's the overall moral of this movie. You won't care once you watch it. Thanks for watching, guys. Look out for my review of the horror film The Boy. Yes, that looks terrible, but I'm gonna watch it anyway because I'm a huge horror fan. Hopefully it'll be better than this one, but we will see. We will see this weekend. Thanks for watching. My name is Casey Kelterman. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Do all that fun stuff. It's great. It's a good time. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave a comment below what you thought of this movie. Tell me if you're going to see it. If not, tell me what movie you're going to see this weekend, if any. There isn't much coming out. Go watch Star Wars again. I wish I would have watched that instead of this, but, anyway, thanks again for watching, guys, and have a great day.